Welcome everybody to the Weekly Wrestling Rundown. I'm Big Cuff Daddy Glenn Cuff, here to give you a wrestling rundown for the week of January 12th through the 16th, 2019. Alright, kick things off. I said last Saturday, NXT UK had a takeover event. The takeover event, normally NXT, they set the bar for the takeovers. NXT UK went past that bar and set a new bar. So I think as shots been fired, NXT got to step up. But anyway, to kick things off, he had a tag team match for the NXT UK tag team titles between Mustache Mountain and Gibson and Drake. I said, man, this match right here was classic tag team wrestling at its finest. I said, there's some classic tag teams in the WWE, and we've seen a few of them, in matches together, and they put on some classic matches. I said, but this right here was one of the best of them. And, shout out to Gibson and Drake for winning the UK tag team titles. That could have went either way for me. I would have been happy with Mustache Mountain winning it. But either or, congratulations to Gibson and Drake for winning it. Moving on. If that didn't get you out, get your asses out the seat for that. This right here will. Blackpool, England got a surprise appearance from none other than Finn Balor. Coming down from the main roster to UK, Blackpool take on former student of his, Jordan Deville. We got teacher versus student match. Teacher won. I said Blackpool, highly supportive of Finn Balor. They love this guy. They popped so hard. I think they got him a push into the main event for Royal Rumble. Even though he won 2 matches on Raw, I think this propelled him to get that push. That was a big surprise for Blackpool, and I think they loved it. Next match is Eddie Dennis versus Mastiff. It's supposed to be some type of hardcore or no holds barred type match. I couldn't really tell because there really weren't that many hardcore spots. I said, but the finish of it, I said, man, it was pretty entertaining seeing a guy the size of Mastiff do a cannonball through a table on the guy, Eddie Dennis. They had a pretty good, solid match, but it just wasn't hardcore for me. You know what I'm saying? So, I thought it was decent. The next match, Toni Storm versus Rhea Ripley for the NXT UK Women's title. You could tell there was a lot of emotion in that match, especially for Toni Storm, with all what she was going through in her personal life. I said, I think this is a major high for her, major pick-me-up for her, winning the NXT UK Women's title. I said, congratulations to her and Rhea Ripley. They did a phenomenal job in that match and everything. Pete Dunne versus Joe Coffey, which is the main event for the NXT UK title. Match was back and forth, heavy hitting, that British style. Pete Dunne with that submission win, unusual, unorthodox submission win with the triangle chokehold, and make me want to tap when I seen it. But yeah, congratulations to Pete Dunne. Keep climbing with that streak that you got, 600 plus days or so as NXT UK champion. After the match, we get the debut of Walter. I just seen Walter recently at a PWX show here in the Carolinas. So, seeing him in person, seeing some YouTube videos of his matches in the independent circuit, I can't wait to see what him and Pete Dunne can do in a match against each other for the UK title. Moving on from there to Raw. Opening segment, heard rumors that Braun Strowman couldn't be cleared for the Royal Rumble, so great way to write him off was this little segment where he was giving chase to Baron Corbin, all the way to Vince McMahon's limo. Braun, being Braun, tore the limo up. Damn, he gets fined by Mr. McMahon and then stripped of the main event match that he was in. So, no Braun in the main event for Royal Rumble. Great way I thought it was an enjoyable segment to write him off. Moving on, we move into the tag team match that's kicked off Raw. with the women. We saw Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks teaming up. I could sort of tell that this match was going to be used to bring in some type of animosity between them so that they can, have a reason to fight. Whether they won or lost, it was a match to set up the animosity between them pretty much. And it was very evident that that's what's going to happen. Moving on, we got that promo setting up the main event for the Fatal 4-Way. I only mention this because I think this segment was written by someone like a wrestler, former wrestler or something that knew how to run a show, because the segment had a little bit of, it blurred the lines of what was real and what was, scripted. Had the mentions of Vince liking bigger guys for the main events. Finn not getting the support, being a smaller guy. Finn having to fight to be in the match, even though he was named to be in the match initially. He still had to fight Jinder Mahal to get into the match, and then once he got in, he was still the smallest guy in the match. So I figured, I wound up telling him pretty easily he was going to win that match. But yeah, congrats to him. I hope with the main event for Royal Rumble now being Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor, I hope it's the Beast versus the Demon. I think that's best for business, if I can use that phrase. So I hope we get a good showing from this match at the Royal Rumble. Moving on to SmackDown Live, the opening segment. We got I'm sorry. I'm still on Raw. I'm sorry about that. Moving on from there, we got the 6-woman tag match, which is the debut of Nikki Cross. I said I really enjoyed Nikki Cross debut on Raw. I said she came in wild, unpredictable. She out crazy Ruby Riott and the Riot Squad. I really enjoyed that match with her, and I hope they book her right whatever show she wants to going on. The triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship match. Bobby Lashley winning. I'm happy for him. I'm proud for him, but I still think Bobby Lashley should be vying for the Universal title. Not saying that Finn Balor isn't a good choice, or he doesn't deserve it. I think that Bobby Lashley needs to, before he goes for anything else, he needs to go for Brock Lesnar. When Bobby Lashley first signed to come back to WWE, everybody wanted him to take on Brock Lesnar. And they wanted it at SummerSlam. We didn't get it. And here it is now. We're at the Royal Rumble. We went through Survivor Series. We didn't get it. Like I said, we're here now at the Royal Rumble, and we're not getting it. So, I don't know what else. I seriously do think WWE is slipping with not booking this match between Lesnar and Lashley. But kudos to Lashley for winning the Intercontinental title. He beat Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, two guys who were top of the game and stuff. But congrats. And I'm hearing word that he might be a transitional champion. He's holding it for somebody to come back. Somebody he had put out himself. So, looking forward to that. Then we have the Moment of Bliss segment. I said before in the last episode, whoever writes these Moments of Bliss talk show segments need to consult or get some pointers from past writers of talk shows like The Cutting Edge, The Peep Show, The Highlight Reel, and such, to get some pointers on how to write this, make it entertaining. I really was disappointed with the Moment of Bliss. Now, the dressing room segment where the guy walks in and she's dressing, I liked it, but I didn't find no purpose for it. Like, why the hell was that shown? Like, it didn't lead to nothing. But like I said, I enjoy it because anytime you get to see Alexa Bliss naked, not first off, I'm not trying to say somebody need to leak her nudes or anything. No, I'm just saying she's a beautiful woman. That's all I'm saying. The actual Fatal 4-Way for the number one contendership of the Universal title. Pretty good match. Sort of figured Finn Balor was going to win it because he was the smallest guy. He had to fight to get in there. So, yeah, Finn Balor winning it. Kudos to Finn Balor making it to the main event of the Royal Rumble and getting a shot at Brock Lesnar in the Universal title. Moving on to SmackDown Live now for real this time. Opening segment between Becky and Asuka. Little, how should I put it? We've even seen it before, pretty much. It's pretty typical segment. I did enjoy the AJ Bryan concourse fight, although I do got one gripe. It seemed like they was having some technical difficulties with the audio. I couldn't hear what AJ Styles was really saying when he was out there trying to cut a promo amongst the people. I guess the crowd was too loud or something. But yeah, the fight, yes, it was something fresh and entertaining. I love fresh and entertaining. As long as it's entertaining and fresh, I like it. If it don't work, I don't like it. If it doesn't get to me, I don't like it. But this was something fresh they did, fighting amongst the people. It's pretty much like I'm a people's champion versus you. I'm a people's champion, So yeah, I thought that was pretty fun segment. Samoa Joe beatdown, I loved it. I'm gonna tell you why I loved it. There's only so many guys right now in the WWE who are true, legit heel bad guys, meaning they come out there, they do traditional bad guy stuff. And WWE's gotten away from traditional bad guys so much till, everybody's now they do bad guy stuff to look cool, but they try to get good guy reactions. When Samoa Joe went out there and beat down Mustafa Ali, he didn't give a damn about cheers or whatever. He just wanted to destroy that man. And like I said, there's only so many guys in the WWE that are true, legit bad guys. Samoa Joe is one of them. I hope it leads him back into the main event scene or to a title reign. So I just love it. Classic bad guy stuff. Naomi Mandy storyline. To me, I'm going to tell you this. The story has gotten more and more interesting as it goes on. And not only that, it's probably, aside from Becky Lynch, probably one of the hottest women's storylines. I ain't talking hottest like sexually hottest. I'm talking like probably one of the best storylines right now going in the women's division for both Raw and SmackDown, aside from Becky Lynch. And I just hope that whenever they do have a match against each other, whether it's at a pay-per-view or on SmackDown, that it's the same quality as these segments. That the match equals up to the quality of the segment and stuff. Great storytelling in the ring, no botches and stuff like that. So I'm just hoping they have a great match whenever they do hook up in the ring. The Miz and Shane story with the bar, I do not like it. First off, here you are killing the bar's credibility as tag team champions at that. We're just getting back to getting used to the bar being a great tag team. They are a great tag team. But they lost a lot of credibility when they lost to Braun Strowman and a 10-year-old last year at WrestleMania. And now here you are, you got the son of Vince McMahon and The Miz teaming up to take on them. I mean, come on, man. What are y'all like? Y'all's kryptonite is makeshift tag teams now? I mean, come on. Y'all just killing me with the bar. Y'all killing me. And I really don't like it. Here he is, Shane McMahon's talking about people using the authority positions to get stuff and carry out vendettas. And here you are putting yourself, you didn't put yourself in it, but you just went along with it, even though The Miz set it up. I mean, come on, man. You're an authority figure. You're not supposed to be in a damn tag team title match. I said that could have been some other tag team getting a title shot at the Royal Rumble, but you got The Miz. And another thing, too, The Miz. I think The Miz should be in the WWE title scene against Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, or AJ Styles. I mean, come on. This guy is a former WWE champion. Hell, he's the second in line to be having the most title reigns with the IC title. I mean, come on now. You got to get the program with The Miz and stuff, man. I say he's main event caliber, but you're not doing anything with him. You're putting him with Shane McMahon. Come on now. And women, last but not least, the main event, which I think should have been the main event of SmackDown, Ray versus Andrade Cien Almas. that was a thing of beauty, man. I want to say that was probably up there, about as entertaining as Ray versus Eddie. And I hope the WWE books more matches with them, like more good quality matches, not just, oh, here's a throwaway match on SmackDown. No, I'm talking about like, get these guys in a good program against one another. Put them in some good pay-per-view matches against each other. Let them do what they do in the ring and stuff. Don't restrict these guys. Because, man, I'll tell you, anybody ever noticed that Rey Mysterio is now doing power drivers that pretty much like a Canadian destroyer? And I thought that was outlawed in WWE. But, yeah, he's doing it, man. And, man, that was a match of the night for me for SmackDown. But, yeah, moving on. I know I didn't cover this on the Raw side, but, yeah, on Raw, A Moment of Bliss, they revealed the women's tag titles. Looks like it's going to be whoever becomes women tag team champions, they're going to float between the brands defending the titles, I guess. So that'll be interesting to see. Can't wait for that. I just want to see how they're going to, who's going to be the first ever women's tag team champions of the modern era, I should say. But yeah, moving on. From there, it's got some other news. Don't know what the situation is with Laura Sullivan. We've seen the other 5 individuals or people from NXT debut and cameo on Raw and SmackDown. Laura Sullivan, supposedly, he either had a panic attack or an anxiety attack, whatever it was. WWE sent him home. Supposedly he hasn't had contact with WWE since being sent home. So I don't know. I hope, all is well with him. And I hope, if he isn't going to come back, I hope they give whatever his push was to a worthy person. Because supposedly he's supposed to be in a program with John Cena going into WrestleMania. Another thing, just in, not too long ago, hearing reports of the Revival asking for their release. Other stories I'm hearing is they didn't ask for their release, but they asked for time down in NXT to wrestle against other tag teams down there. I guess they figured that they'd get more or better booking down in NXT than they would on the main roster. But whatever they do, I hope they get what they're looking for. They're a great tag team and all. It's a shame that they haven't been properly used since coming on the main roster. So, well wishes to those guys and stuff. And that's pretty much it. For you guys who are into indie promotions and stuff, or local promotions, PWX promotion that operates here in the Carolinas, in the Cabarrus County area, Charlotte area. They're doing a show this weekend, January 19th and January 20th. January 19th, bell time is at 7:30. January 20th, bell time is at 3. They're having a sort of like an pay-per-view type thing where they have a sort of like a tournament, sort of like reminiscent of King of the Ring. They're having a tournament, and it's not just singles matches. They're having a couple tag team matches here and there, and I believe even a heavyweight title match. So go check those guys out if you're in the area this weekend. Tickets aren't really expensive to go to this, so make sure you go out. It's going to be at the Cabarrus Events and Arena and Event Center, here in Concord, North Carolina. Make sure you check that out, January 19th and 20th. You're going to see me there because I'm going to be there. Also, make sure to go check out my guy, Heck, a.k.a. Ricky Cruz, Roland Wheeler, and Brad Wilson over on Carolina Uncensored. I know I said in my first video that I really didn't cover independent promotions and the local promotions because there were so many and so many wrestlers. I said I really, it's hard for me to keep up with them. But these guys, I said they are in tune with the local independent promotions and some of the bigger promotions. I said they know more about it than myself. So make sure you check them guys out. Carolina Uncensored, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock on Facebook Live. Shout out to Wrestling 704, W704 Fantasy League. My boy Dutch, Patrick Price, who is a part of the running team of PWX and stuff. So check those guys out. Shout out to them guys and stuff. That's a wrap for this week, and I'm Big Cuff Daddy. Again, you can follow me on Twitter at CuffDaddy82, Instagram Cuff_Daddy82 on Instagram. I'm also on Snapchat at GCuff82. Make sure you follow me on those. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, comment. I do comment and interact with my viewers and stuff. If you want to be a guest on my show, let me know. We can set up something where I can get you on here, talk about wrestling or whatever. I'm looking for people. We're going to try to get some more wrestling-related content on here on my YouTube channel. Got some other content. Make sure you check out my live streams. Try to do live streams Wednesday, Thursdays, Fridays, the weekends. Usually when there's a double XP on games and stuff. So I try to hit that up. But yeah, thank you guys for the support. Have a good night. So long. I'm out.